Shock Radio, y'all. We have a special edition, I guess you could say, today.
We're on a road trip.
Well, we have one guest, but one coworker showed up today.
Hey,
finally.
primos, you know, sometimes they roll deep.
We have the brothers Hernandez. We have Mr. Assassino, Mr. DJ in Austin to be on both radio stations. Started with his family with Turntable Records, which is an Austin staple.
Oh, that's right.
That's right, we did do that.
Co-creator of Texas Scratch League.
That happened.
As well.
Mr. I play what the fuck I want. I want.
That happens a lot.
A lot.
Mr. I play trumpets and DJ battles.
Reading rainbow skits and all. Abe the Assassin.
That was the longest intro I've ever had. Thank you.
That was a good intro.
Off
That was fucking
the dome.
Good intro. Good intro. So what the fuck is up with you, man? How are you doing this early morning?
Splendid. Sinuses are, you know, it's morning still, right? Is it still morning?
It's still
not
morning.
for Pro. Pro wakes up at like 5 a.m.
Shit, not today I didn't.
That brings another point. We have Protege here. He actually showed up to work today.
I showed up for work today, man.
No, the truth of the matter is I got a car being worked on, and I was like, yo, I need a ride home.
That's not lying, by the way.
That's the only reason he's here.
The fishing boat broke down, so he's here today.
He couldn't fish. He couldn't fish today.
When he called and said we're going to hang out with Pro tomorrow, I asked him, I was like, is the boat broke or what's going on here? And he's like, no, he's getting a lift on the truck. I was like, so he can't go fishing. That's why I need something to do.
Yeah, so I couldn't go fishing because the truck's in the shop getting some work done, and so I have no way to pull a boat.
Well, boys, it's about that time of year where South by is right around the corner. Y'all getting excited? Or
I don't know. South by is South by. It's beneficial, but
it's time to get the checks up.
Yeah, it's never really been one of those things that you're doing for the money per se, because
well, that's how everybody else does it.
Well, if you do it right. That's true. Like, I think where the money's at for DJs nowadays is interactive and like all those big corporate gigs that South by brings in. So,
so you don't have nothing planned?
No, I actually don't. What I've been doing the past couple of years is just taking off. Like, it's actually spring break. So, the crazy thing about it is, like, I took off the first South by. The first South by that I took off was to actually get married. I'm like, hey,
nice.
Guess what? I could actually. I don't have to actually DJ during the week here. Let's do our wedding during spring break, and she was cool with it. And so it ends up being March 15th, and coincides with like every single event that I threw every year afterwards.
Yeah.
I just like shot myself in the foot. So I got to take off for my anniversary, but I got to be here working for South by throwing these events. So I think South by and I, we have our love-hate relationship. It's cool though. It's great to see the culture, like all the DJs that come in for South by, and I think that was a big thing that we did with TSL, was to actually try and have an event for people that come down during South by. I mean, even before then, like when I was doing my own events and just like putting everybody on in the city, like, hey, I want to throw an event with Austin-based DJs and then homies that come in from out of town, and that's kind of how I started doing those Assassin Entertainment events. They were fun. Yeah. Everything has its time though, you know. After a while, I don't get bored easily, but once you felt you've done enough for certain things and events, you're like, all right, it's time to pass the torch. Like, let's get, you know, much like with a DJ gig, like you're not at your residency your entire career unless you do that, like.
So speaking of career, you actually here in Austin, you were actually on both radio stations, weren't you?
Oh, that was kind of like a no-no back in the day.
And 104.3?
Yeah. The 104.3 thing came about when it was the 103.5, I believe. It was I was never on like any of the college stuff like Pro and Swing and Nick and Lottie when they were doing
Blast Show and shit like that, right?
KZI. They were doing KZI and Blast Show.
I forgot Lottie Dog was a part. I think with Demo, he had mentioned him, and I guess I wasn't sure, but I'm sorry for that one.
Yeah, Mario Lottie Dog did the KZI show for years, man.
Southpaw and all those dudes. Shout out to them dudes, Steve Harvey and the guys up, man.
bringing up old memories.
Austin goes back.
There's some culture here.
There is culture here.
There's a lot of
Well,
fucking
yeah,
culture.
I think we've had this conversation before, and like, if somebody, I think it is a complete real possibility to do like a film documentary on Austin's culture of DJs, because it's
taking my ideas, dude.
I said it, so I own it.
I'm working on it.
Ooh, I heard it here.
But yeah,
I already got paperwork on this.
But yeah, so
I can sell you that to you.
yeah, so we had talked about this a couple of years ago. I was like, between the lineage of DJs that are in Austin and how everybody's tied in together, and the quality of fucking DJs in Austin, and how you could really from Alien Records and all the dance DJs there, like Vishnu and Jason Jenkins, and Jason Tolfer that used to be here in Houston. And Toddy B, and just the dance side, and you got all the guys that started out in hip hop, like me and you and Nick and Lottie Da and Swing, and there's probably a million people. Donnie D used to come up here and play with me at Stubbs back in the day. Sean C. Just the lineage of DJs in the hip hop scene in Austin is impressive, just because we've had a lot of guys that go on to do bigger things than just I'm a club DJ.
It's a platform. I think the guys that we know that are successful use.
So are you actually serious about doing that? I
think it's a real possibility.
I already have notes on that.
Yeah, it's a real possibility.
But anything we can do to be a part of it, let us know.
I was talking about hip hop, and remember the Plowboys?
Yeah.
Remember they used to sell CDs in South Austin, all over Blockbusters?
Yeah.
But I'm saying the lineage is here.
Yeah.
Not only the lineage, but the
and Cornbread and all the local rappers.
Shout out to
all y'all guys are actually
dude, I know the dude personally.
Yeah, I used to play ball with his son. Like, that's how we met.
Yeah.
Mark's dad, right?
Yeah,
Miranda's dad.
Mark Sr.
Shout out to them, man.
Yeah, Mark Sr. And
man, they're good people.
And so there's a very long lineage of people that have done cool things in the city, and it's not just. And if you think about it, like TW used to be signed to Good Vibe.
It's the Overlord.
Everything all
Big Don?
Yeah. In Boombox, for instance, look at Boombox. All the hip hop shit they did on Wednesdays back in the day. You know, they got like something like 4 kind of chill house albums on iTunes right now. Like 4 fucking albums. Damn. And it's like jazz house. It's hard to. It's like
that's
it's
right.
electronic and it's organic at the same time. It's mixed. So their album shit as Boombox is different than what they play live.
Yeah,
but
those shows were always fun to do, man.
And they're dope as fuck. And I've got the albums. They're cool as fuck, man. It's like jazzy house, like some Miguel Miggs type shit.
That's Carlos and them. Yeah, so they kind of did a spin-off after
you could do it.
They did that. Like, they went into, who were they opening up for? They went on tour, and so that's why Boombox stopped doing the Tuesdays, because the horns and that horn section, they got picked up with Jason Mraz, I believe. I think he's from Austin, right?
Yes, I think he had spent time in here. There's a couple guys in town that actually linked up and became band members for him.
See,
that's dope. There's just a lot of, look at Yogi, how much stuff Yogi did as a bass player, and all the projects not only he had hands in, but it all tied in together. It's just, as far as how many things he's touching, he's still doing local shows and stuff that'll happen locally just to kind of have fun and pay the bills type thing.
Yeah.
It's a direct. Maybe not a direct. It's a real possibility, because when I think about it, there's a lot of guys that I saw come up that kind of introduced me to stuff and paved the way, and not only in a way are still around, but in completely still relevant and still doing very, in my mind, big things with
Guan,
like the TSL records and the Knick-Knack records. Yeah. And T-Double's got a lot of stuff going on, and he's on the Billboard for Billboard magazine for Texas, and the School of Billboard. And so these people that we've always been around and been doing stuff are still doing things, and it's just maybe on a grown-ups type of status. Yeah. It's different, but it's definitely on some grown-up shit kind of. Hip-hop grew up, and it's still alive and thriving.
Yeah.
And then you have the younger guys. That
the third, you're talking about Third Root and what they're doing right now?
Them too.
CG and
that all
Austin
started
Boogie
from
Crew. Those guys are making their vinyl right now.
Austin Boogie Crew. They're the ones when I think funk and modern day stuff and local, those guys are a fucking amazing example. Because you can't think, in my mind,
you can't go back to Brownout and Grupo Fantasma, those guys.
Yeah, and you can't throw it to me if you throw Tuxedo as an act with Mayor Hawthorne,
right,
and
we have
Jay, what's his name, the producer, Jay,
Who?
From Tuxedo. Fuck, it blows my mind. But like you throw their name out, like in my mind, I automatically throw out like Austin Boogie Crew, you know, right. and then Chromeo comes to mind, like that funk, that new funk. Yes. And that's, you know, when you tell me that, like, it makes me think of those guys.
Speaking of new funk, have you heard the new Bruno Mars album yet?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, I like Bruno.
No, we
love Bruno.
I'm a fan of Bruno. He's always put out good sound.
I just want to say something. I was out at Hannibal last night with him.
You were there?
Yes, I was.
You were there.
You were there.
So you were there. It wasn't a figment of your imagination.
Fanny and Ego were having a beer.
I have to check. I think I was there.
He has views on vinyl.
I mean, I like that.
I thought that was dope.
I think we talked about this when I was playing it.
Who has views on vinyl?
He has views on vinyl. Abe has views on vinyl. I was like, wow.
Views from the 60s.
Dude, I mean, count the singles that are on there. There's like 6 or 7 singles on that album.
You can't hate that it's...
I'm not hating.
Did I drop Child's Play?
He did drop Child's Play.
Like,
it was new.
You can't hate that
it was new.
Like, for being as big a Drake pop artist it is, like...
Man,
he's on the charts, and he made it a point, or somebody made it a point to print it out on vinyl.
I love Drake too.
You got to give kind of props to that. Like, there's a lot of things that
Drake
he does that I don't like, but that music.
He's on the DJs. Fuck with him.
Young Obbs. Shout out to Obbs.
Man.
Champagne Poppy. That's
so how was it? Abe? How did you? First, what got you when start DJing and shit like that? I mean, cause I know, cause everybody kind of, like we said earlier, they said close knit.
When I first met Abe, I remember he was wearing glasses, and I always remember him wearing it's always like, I think of old school Abe, I think of glasses, kind of quiet, and always wore a white shirt for some reason.
Hey man, because I knew one day I was gonna be a DJ, and I was gonna be like cursed with every black T-shirt you could ever own. That's like the DJ curse. Like everybody that's a DJ. Like I have a T-shirt of yours, the Protege one, the one that looks like Top Gun.
Yeah, that's from the freestyle.
The shirt that I gave you, it was black.
Yeah. The Blood Society shirt.
The hoodie I gave you was not black.
It's funny that you made a point to not wear black.
I didn't. I just thought, I was I was still in high school, I guess. So I had a high school mentality, like wearing a white T-shirt because that's what I had.
Yeah.
Them shirts cost like $8, and they lasted forever. That was my disc golf attire. That was my disc golf days. I don't talk about that.
We'll talk about that era.
I always
frisbee
play
golf.
disc golf.
I'm sorry, frisbee golf.
No, disc golf at Zucker Park.
Yeah, I took my son there like 2 Saturdays ago.
I'm talking back when we were rolling up Swisher Sweet Perfectos.
Oh my God.
Those days. Those were that modern day blunt. We just take a couple pre-rolls. Go out there and kind of, catch a corner, catch behind, you know what I'm saying, a little tree or something, hit that, go, just stay high and nice the whole time.
See,
good memories.
No, you were those guys.
You were those guys that I hated.
I never hated. I played.
I know, but you guys were slow because you were high. Like I'm trying to break under par. Like I'm trying to get mine in.
I am a functioning. I am a functioning marijuana addict. Okay. I am a functioning one.
You can be whatever you want to be, but you're
shit is over.
I know this.
Bang bang.
This ain't no game, okay?
You did this game.
Every now and then you gotta let somebody play through.
Yeah. You always. I'm gonna put the next one out.
You've been on this hole for 4 hours.
If you guys, if you have a case of Lone Star with your disc golf bags, you probably should let everybody play through because you're slow.
We're gonna be.
I'm sorry.
There's a lot of people that play with Lone Stars in shoulder bags.
I was a cocky.
I'll probably be one of them. But I have been one of them.
I was a cocky disc golf player, man. I'll tell you that. I really was. Like it was me.
I tell you what.
It was me, my brother, and my 2 cousins. Like we would just. Whoa, we were always trying to like hustle like the old dudes for their money because they're like, oh, the kids, hey, y'all want to play a hole? Yeah, what do you want to play? Oh, let's do like $1 hole. So like, okay, let's make it 20. Sure, I don't have change. And then we go out there and like we beat old dudes like in their.
You play like, $20 a hole disc golf?
Not whole. We play 20 a game.
Yeah.
Oh,
and so like after like on the 18th we'd be like, all right, sink this putt. That's another 5. So like we were hustlers. We weren't stealing the golf carts like you guys were.
What were you guys?
You guys.
What do you mean you? A lot of you.
You talking about the late night shit over the.
Yeah. Dude, when I used to go to Mendez Middle School, like I still live in my neighborhood that I grew up in.
I kept it local. I
Franklin Park. Yeah, I didn't leave. My parents still lived down the street.
What was your first actual when you DJ your first gig? Was it a house party? Was it a venue? Was it quinceañera?
This is a funny story. I
want to hear it.
I don't know if you know this guy named Arturo Quiñones. Art, we just call him Art. Tootie.
Tootie Q?
Yeah, there you go. Tootie.
There you go. The Breakmaster, right?
The Breakmaster?
The Breakmaster.
Yeah,
DJ
yeah.
Tootie Q.
Is that where you juggle breaks?
Austin's favorite DJ. That's my homie. That's Tootie. Like,
he's got
Tootie.
a free drop right there.
Shout out to Tootie.
We're sending them the bill.
Yeah, y'all should put Tootie on the show. This is the precursor for next week's show. Tootie Q will be on the show.
Yeah, we're coming for you.
So he was living with my uncle, Thomas, at Turntable. And so, like, he started... And like after he was doing his freestyle stuff, he was like, "Hey, I'm gonna start DJing through Martin." Like, rest in peace, Martin. Dang, Martin Hitman.
Yeah, I thought about him earlier too. Just the timing was off.
So like,
I was gonna say something about the DJs.
I guess like those guys were how I got my start into actually DJing. So Tootie ended up booking like teen dances, and we ended up doing one in San Marcos.
Like Yo-Yos?
It was at Spinners. No, Yo-Yos. I wasn't with him during those days. Like,
Yo-Yos days.
I mean, y'all are like. I mean, you're only a couple of years older than I am, but like I started late in the generation, so like their generation of DJs, like I was kind of like 2 classes behind them.
It's not 3-year differential.
Yeah, so I started like I think it was maybe '99. Like I think I actually started trying to DJ summer of '98.
See, because I met Pro when he was around that area, like. When he was coming back from Gavin. He was coming back from Gavin.
Oh, yeah, I was doing like industry conference.
So I got him in that transition where, you know what I'm saying? Like
corporate life, huh, protege? This was pre-sleeves?
Yeah, oh yeah.
He was fat.
No.
He was chunky. He get fucking, he chug a few with you.
Slitty.
Yeah,
Slitty is what the kids say these days. That's what they call him, blasting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's pre-sleeve and definitely like slam eat and then drink all night and then eat a hoagie in 3 in the morning.
Oh, the brats? I had guilty pleasure. I did that. I did that Thursday.
Cheeseburgers from Whataburger.
Yeah,
no, man.
You were saying you went down to San Marcos for it?
Oh, that's right. So he ended up booking a gig through Skills. You know Skills. He lives in San Marcos. I texted him the other day. He ended up booking a gig down there at Spinners. It was a skating rink, and I don't know, he was getting paid something, and we were just we're paying our dues. Like, we were going in and dropping our set. So it was me, Havoc, which is the original turntable DJ. Yeah. Shout out to Havoc.
Yeah.
He's in Houston now.
Yep.
So Havoc and I were like, we were his roadies. Havoc and I were Tootie's roadies. And so he booked a gig over there. He's like, all right, you have to play a set. Cool. So like I geeked out and I had like this DMC little small crate that my uncle let me borrow. He's like, I ain't gonna give it to you, but I'm gonna let you borrow it. You can use it for the show. So I'm walking this DMC crate. There's nothing but house records in there. It's like all house records. I'm like, I'm gonna jam tonight. Like I go up there, I'm playing like, I don't know, just I'm sure the records are up there on the wall somewhere. But this short little set, and I was so nervous. There was like 8 people there.
But the turn up was real.
They were just waiting to hear like Juvenile, like that new. They wanted views from the 6, and I was giving them like
from the 4.
Strictly Rhythm records. I was playing like Strictly Rhythm and like IHR, like Bad Boy Bill records and Richard Hunky Vision. So like I kind of learned I got my musical ear through like B96 Mixmaster tapes, and the reason why I got them is because Martin was ordering for the store, and he was calling up Bobby D and whoever, like Armand.
I remember having mixtapes.
I need your mixtapes. Bring them down here. Like, I can't do my Martin voice right now. It's early in the morning. But, Martin, he told you like how it was.
Oh, yeah.
And if you didn't listen to him, you heard him.
Well, see, my memories of him, it was always like, this guy's a fucking asshole.
He's such a jerk.
But you always went back to talk to him.
Yeah.
Like, no matter, like...
Kind of like you.
He would... yeah, a little bit. He would say some shit to you that would be completely smart-ass. Yeah. You would kind of rub you the wrong way where you're like literally like one crayon away from like going off. But then you'd come back around and you'd be like, yo, and you would talk to him every single time, even though
because he knew things that you didn't know.
Yeah, and he would piss you off, but you would keep coming back.
Oh, that's you because like y'all butt heads because y'all just those kind of people. But like us, we're like, yeah, hey, Martin said so. It's the Bible. Like I believe it. You told me it's not a gay bar, and I'm just supposed to drop him off over here at this place called Charlie's. Okay, whatever. Like I was his roadie too. Like, hey, I need you to take me to this place after the show. Yeah, I'll be like, was that a question or you just tell me? Yeah,
Yeah,
that's how Mexicans do it. Like they persuade you. Like exactly. They're like, take me to the store, yeah. Take me to the store, yeah.
He's like, so, you ready to go to the store, bro?
I guess I'm going.
Yeah, you ready to go to the store, bro? When we going?
Can we talk about this? Yeah, just right now.
Latino mind
right now, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the Jedi mind trick.
Jedi mind trick, you know? Yeah.
You accentuate the question, yeah? Yeah.
So check this out, Hey. I'm looking at your great wall of vinyl. Just not thinking, can you tell me like your top 3 vinyls that are on there somewhere that you have to rock?
Top 3 vinyl, asshole.
He said vinyls. Let him say vinyls. Let him say vinyls.
More Mexican than anything else we just talked about.
But we are all Mexican.
No.
It's cool.
You can
it's a safe environment.
Safe place.
I mean, we got Minnie Zinni here.
Don't trigger him, guys.
Say hi.
You can talk. Say hi.
She's waving hi, folks.
Hi. She's so cute.
Let's do
top 3 vinyl.
That's better. How about records?
Records, albums. Let me see. Top 3. I mean, they're not gonna be like anything that I would
things
say.
That maybe that you would like to listen to on a Sunday when you're just
like we're going to put 3 on right now.
You're barbecuing. You pull 3 records.
I would probably pull that Jimi Hendrix Live from the Fillmore album that I have. It has Machine Gun on there.
Mm-hmm.
That's a dope record. That album. I mean, I'm sure I picked it up at turntable. Like, that's what I did. Like, you know, we all worked for records coming up, so I guess that's the culmination of me digging through turntable, getting stuff. Like, I was getting promo copies, like, of, like, the Lethal Weapons, like, those the compilation albums, like, the ones that everybody hated to buy. It was like $15. And
yeah, but you would get like 6 singles on one $15 record.
Get the bangers.
Yeah.
What I've been meaning to ask you, because I was asking this in person, but I have to ask you on here, too. What those tapes I used to have at turntable? There was a red.
Oh, you always ask me about
was it Gangsta Tales or Gangsta?
Yeah, I don't know.
Gangsta Boogie. Gangsta Boogie.
Yeah.
No, not the Bloody Crips album. The Gangsta Boogie one, or Gangsta Tales. They were here in Austin at.
It's because of Martine. Like, he was ordering these things and like.
I think your uncle told me they came from Chicago.
Yeah, exactly. That's where we were getting all the freestyle mixtapes.
But that's where I heard the Akinelli. I don't want to talk because she's in here, but the Akinelli.
Put it in here.
Yeah, put it in here. You know what I mean? That's where I heard that record for the first time.
And now the Akinelli record is on the Drake. What's the track? The Khaled for free. The other, that's Akinelli. Yeah, that's Akinelli as well.
Huh?
You know who told me about that? Mixela. Shout out to Mixela.
Word.
I was DJing on the radio with him.
Okay, so that's one record, Jimi Hendrix, whatever.
Oh, I don't know. I gave up.
I gave up.
Let's do a Soul Nourishment by Knick Knack. It's sitting right there on the floor.
There you go. Shout out Knick Knack.
And then I don't know, Guilty Pleasure. I'm probably gonna say like Wham.
There you go.
I don't know. Or I mean, obviously like one of my Earth, Wind and Fire albums, but I don't have enough like soul and funk that I wish I had. Like, I wish I would have collected 45s back in the day, like from the jump, instead of picking up 12 inches, because
dude, I used to look at 45s.
They're so convenient.
But you
didn't get it. Exactly. You didn't get it. And I didn't get it either at the time.
Now I can carry a crate of records and like literally it's like the size of a remote control car.
Now I'm gonna ask you,
Pro. So light.
Well, Pro, your top 3.
Oh, we're talking boom bop over here. This guy. Backpacker? He's gonna say like Far Side or something.
No, I'm just nerding out with y'all. The DJ
right
now.
Of course, it's Riding Dirty.
Well, yeah, something like that would be cool, but I think it would be more like, because I'm always like, if I'm listening to vinyl at the house, it's always more chill mode shit. So,
exactly.
It's a record called On the Double by it's not DJ, it's a Japanese dude.
Dad's gonna go get some water.
It's called On the Double. Anyway, and I thought that's shit I like to listen to. I probably would play like Outkast, Aquemini, or something like that.
That was a dope.
I
like the Return of the Gangster. That's my favorite.
Yeah, I can listen to that like from beginning to end as like a book, you know, and like from page 1 to page 100. So I mean, I think that would be cool to listen to.
And then a Guilty Pleasure.
Guilty
Pleasure.
It'd probably be like one of my like 80s like Daz band or Gap band, something like that, just funky, fun 80s.
Glitz.
Yeah, because I really like that 80s funk, man. The original, like that original bass funk stuff with the you know, Earth, Wind and Fire. Like I really like that real heavy bass guitar era, like the Bootsy Collins and stuff. I really like a lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
Like I used to like listening to 88.7 when they would play that like you know, it's like a grown black folk music.
Yeah.
And like I used to love that about 88.7 because I'd be jamming like you know, in the car, and people are like, what the fuck are you listening to?
You know what my favorite radio station is now in Austin?
What is
98.9. See, like I just came back into that.
I love 98.9.
Yeah, 99. It's a KTX. It's the community radio that we have. So on Friday, there's this old school cat, and he does he calls it like the old school Happy Feet dance party on 989.
It's like one of the longest names ever.
It's so bad. He has the worst taglines ever, but you can't stop listening. It's like a train wreck. You just can't look away. It's this. But he jams. He'll drop he'll drop Jodeci. He'll hit Fatback. He'll even drop just dope records, old school stuff.
I want to hear it just for the tagline.
On Friday. Oh, you gotta hear it. It's hilarious.
Fridays at what time?
Fridays, I think it's 4 p.m. to 7. I can't remember what his name is. It's Johnny D or something like that. He's this old cat. You can tell he's got the glasses. He's got the scruffy white.
The non-attractive dude that plays cool music.
But he's a radio. He's the epitome of a radio DJ when they were radio DJs in the 80s.
The personality.
He drops Shalimar, DeBarge. But then he'll play old, he'll drop he might drop a Far Side record or something like that. You never know. Would you guys like a Thin Mint?
I would love
Shout out to the plug. If you guys need some Girl Scout cookies, I got the hook up.
Oh.
I don't know if you guys know this, but I know a few people.
Do you?
I need Samoas.
Do you people know me?
I need
I'm pretty important.
I need some Tamales and some Red Bull.
It's always Tamales season here in Austin, Texas.
Always.
It's not just the
We don't do that
holidays.
just November to
Tamales
January.
year round. Ask Chingo.
I go pull some out of Granite freezer right now.
First you get the masa, and then you get the bar.
There you go.
No, so if you guys need Girl Scout cookies, I got the hook up.
Yeah, I need some Samoas for real.
I need a little peanut butter one.
Holler Jimmy. Excite. Jimmy's one of my... I used to sell freestyle mixes to Jimmy at Turntable Records, and when he was coming around, he'd come in every Friday with his face, that's how people were growing up in the record store, all the customers that we had.
I was gonna ask you how that experience was.
Yeah, they were just
great.
be there all the time.
I think that's how I made a lot of connections was through the record store. Everybody kind of knew me as working at the record store. Oh, that's Tomas's son. His nephew. People thought I was his son, his nephew, his cousin, his brother. I was like, that's my uncle. That's Uncle T. So no, I met a bunch of people through the record store, learning the music there in the store. It helped me. It helped me to be a diverse DJ. I don't know. It was fun.
Yeah.
So now it's full circle. Now I'm trying to help Excite get his DJ career off because he always wanted to. Everybody was always fascinated with the mixtapes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then after a while you realize hey, I don't like the way this mix is. I want to do it my way. Mm-hmm. And so I think that's how some people fall into DJing.
Yeah.
Just because they're tired of hearing it somebody else's way.
Yeah, they want to hear how
they want to put your own spin on something.
Put together. Yeah.
Yeah, because I used to listen to Magic Mike, DJ Fury, Laz, all the original bass albums.
Yeah.
Remember they on the B side, the second last song, they would have the scratch song to where they would be talking trash to the other DJ.
Yep.
And that's what really got me hyped up about DJing was
battling,
was scratching and the way that they were battling, because it wasn't like an organized DMC type battle.
Right.
But they would dedicate one song on their bass album to talk shit against the other.
I'm best.
Yeah.
So fast, cut the record.
Yeah. And it was 3 minutes of just really fast chirps.
Just ripping into you.
And
oh no, those guys
they can get it, man. They got that 130 BPM down better than nobody. Miami Kills. But that's what got me hyped up into DJing was because back in the 5th and 6th grade, bass was really big at the time. Everybody wanted big subwoofer.
Well, you were rocking the thumpers in your whip. What'd you have that?
The 418s in the back.
Oh, the Blazer.
The Blazer. Oh,
Blazer. Blazer. And I had the speakers.
You had the bees on them. Did you throw some bees on that bee?
But that's what got me hyped up for DJing was because all the bass, and then once I heard that scratching, that became those scratchings in battle sessions became the repeat song on the cassette deck.
Yeah.
And that's what got me hyped up because we used to listen to bass on our headphones and then
Bro, you do body tricks.
Yeah,
he was a battle dude.
I used to dance a little bit. I sucked at it. But it was hip hop.
Everybody.
Battle rap.
Everybody was a breaker.
Everybody was a breakdance.
Battle rap and shit back in the day. I was just
you do a little pop log or something.
I had to do it all, man.
I was always trying to nail players.
I started
I didn't care about anything else. I was As long as I can just nail a flare, like I'll be tight. Like I'm not worried about my footwork. I'm straight on that. But if I can bust a flare,
I'm good.
It took
and now we're busting different flares now. We're busting turntable flares.
Dude, they're like airwalking type flares. They're repeating to where you just do it nonstop.
I just wanted to bust a flare into a windmill and handcuffs and then out.
Done.
Get up.
Mic drop.
Done.
You dropped your shades.
Yeah. So I think everybody went through their b-boy stage.
Yeah, no.
And then I broke my thumb trying to bust a flare.
You broke your thumb?
I broke my thumb.
Trying to showboat, huh?
You like land on it?
I wasn't trying to showboat. I was working. I was
land at
practice your flares.
There you go.
So
the original flare.
I was at a basketball game working the concession stand because I was like a nerd. I don't even know how I got that gig.
You wore glasses.
I was a band nerd. Yeah, I was a band nerd. So I wasn't in the basketball game.
Hey, you laughed at him then, but then he came back with the trumpet, and didn't it come back to bite in the ass?
Yeah.
Why are you bringing up old things?
Derby.
I see you.
Cut the check.
Nah, I gotta cut
I got Bro has been officially wounded. Tuck it, bro.
The night that
the check is rubbing into my face right now.
The night that battle happened, like
what was
we
that
had
like?
a great time.
Oh, dude, it was probably.
I broke my elbow that night.
That's right. You fell off of something.
No, I tripped at my.
Even worse.
It was on my left leg. I walked over the curb and my leg locked.
That's
I fell
right.
forward, I fractured my radius head right here.
I remember that.
Radio
head.
Yeah,
Who was on?
You were just drunk.
No, I wasn't drunk.
That night.
I was litty though.
It was
Abe.
It was 9 of us.
Was it 9?
There was 9 DJs.
It was Abe.
I think I went on like 7:30.
I remember seeing footage of it.
There's a lot of y'all.
Audion,
Chody, Bird,
Mel,
Bird, Kid Slice.
Kellen. I remember because I had like everybody's name on my shirt.
Yeah, I already seen the video. You just
I came out so upset, I guess. I don't know. I was telling him like
weirdly enough, we were talking shit, having fun the whole time.
We were talking about like. So shout out to Red Bull, yeah,
there you go.
They helped us.
They came true.
It was cool, like
it was fun.
It was weeks before. Swing was in it too. Swing like
so nervous, man.
Swing he rocked his lollipop. Like every time you see Mike Swing DJ, he's got candy. He's got candy
on Sunday.
He always has candy. Like,
and it's not like he's giving it out. He just has somebody will bring.
Oh no, he'll sell it to you, but he's not gonna give you.
People will bring him a bag of blow pops.
Dog.
Like he just has like a bag of blow pops. You come up and roll and he's like, "Yo, give me $1."
The man is a marketing genius. If I had my old school Volkswagen Golf, I think when I sold the car, it still had the air freshener in there.
Yeah, the Mike Swing air freshener.
I never got the teddy bear.
I'm starting to notice this year's starting off right because something's going on different because Swing is actually wearing his Jordans now.
Yeah, what's going on?
Pulling out his collection.
Maybe he saw the wear the kicks hashtag that like Emmy's starting to post the wear your kicks hashtag.
Oh
yeah.
People are doing it
about.
Like I wear my shoes all the time.
Pro, you gonna post
I wore some stuff.
Pro's got the fire.
Oh yeah.
I wore some stuff not too long ago.
Pro's got the fire. You know, I like those. Pull that for me, right there.
Which one?
Por favor. Are you talking?
You, Slim.
Slimmy?
I get it.
Slim took it around like, whoa.
Which one?
You guys switching up your handles all the time. The
problem that
AF1's right.
Top right.
Top right. Right. There you go. There you go. The right.
The problem with wearing like really dope shoes like that is they really suck. And right nowadays,
it hurts.
I'm all about comfort.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We're old.
That's where I started getting to now. I used to rock Air Force Ones.
What was I rocking last night at the gig? One of my kids' little the pads.
The pads.
Oh, dude, I use yoga mats. I use 2 of them when
you use yoga mats?
Oh shit! Yeah,
use yoga mats.
These are where they're
yoga mats.
Oh yeah. I used to have those.
I do yoga on Tuesdays.
Those are the camel ones. The original camel with the
yoga.
We denim camel.
Oh yeah.
A couple of yogas together.
He's never worn them.
I've hit those like.
Okay, he got them once.
I've hit them like once.
Yeah,
those are high, right?
Yeah. These are the
tucked.
No, it's not tucked. It's molded. It's a foam. It's a foam pocket. It's like a foam pocket, but they're
waterproof
with a denim camo.
They're like combat boots.
Yeah, they're Supreme.
Like some ones.
Those are Supremes.
The Supremes
What
are
are these ones run you?
They
like 220?
Yeah, they're like 220.
Those are the original
Nice Kicks. Shout out to Nice Kicks.
Yeah.
Those are the original
Nice
camo Air Force One before they started doing anything else.
I didn't want to pull the trigger on them because like they were over $200. I'm like, why am I spending $200 on shoes?
I think retail they were $250.
They were $220.
$220.
And you know, Matt, his dudes there, like George and all those guys, like those cats. They're cool. All these, they're all sneakerheads.
Some cool shit.
I'm not a sneakerhead anymore. Like I try not to be. Like those, I rock those Elises though.
I find myself sick. I don't have a pair of Elises.
Pull up them Elises.
Wow. What color are they?
Let me have that yellow thing, by the way. That one you just grabbed. That folder. Oh, that's your fire right there that you want. Don't steal those, please.
Don't steal those, please.
Dude,
I'll keep an eye on those.
We're gonna make that happen. He's got a size 13.
What?
Just sitting right there for years, bro.
I was like, Betty can't fit in a 9. Why are you even telling him that?
No, he's got a 13 right here, bro. Oh, sorry.
Are those the Sean Kim?
I'm assuming. But we got out of court right now.
Right now for these shoes.
This is a homage to my ombre.
There you go.
That's an homage. I told you. Didn't I tell you this story? When I went to Orlando to go compete after the.
I remember the book.
Yeah, so I made the book.
Did you use my Reading Rainbow edit?
Dude.
Yes, of course.
Size 13. He has a size 13 just sitting.
And those are Iverson.
Don't lick them. Don't lick
them. No, I'm not.
If you lick them, then I gotta charge you full price.
Take a look. It's in a book.
They're just sitting, dude.
Butterfly in the sky.
We're gonna just keep rubbing it in here.
We're gonna make this happen.
He just casually has a check sheet now, you know.
We're gonna make this happen.
Jaden, Sam made that book for me.
Before the end, we just need to pull the trumpet out. That way, we just get the trifecta.
I'm
just
so
rubbing
terrible.
it in.
Just brought me a tomato in a bowl.
Zeke, doesn't he look just like Jaden? It's crazy. Like
yeah,
my
he does.
kids, I cloned my children. It's weird.
Yeah, like, the Reading Rainbow book is
We're gonna make this happen.
I was happy with the first one. I was like, you know what? I want one exactly alike.
Oh man, it was.
Boom.
You know, it's a blessing, dude. Like, Pro's gonna have another baby one day.
No.
Once he gets rid of them German Shepherds.
No, man. Mike calls the dogs his sisters. He's like, Dad, I want to go home and see the sisters.
He got new German Shepherds, but he ain't gonna get another baby.
They're replacement dogs.
Dang, you see? Like you could actually like get a tax return on those.
Yeah.
The dogs you can't, brother.
Yeah.
I don't know, the way America's heading towards, I don't know, it's just a matter of time.
Let's not talk politics, bro.
Yeah.
Let's not talk politics.
But
I like this show, man. I like what you guys are doing with this. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
I'm glad that you guys are not being lazy in 2017.
Are we getting an album out of you soon? Like, what's your deal? Let me roast you for a minute. Let me interview you.
My interview taken over. Welcome to the new show, Culture Shock Radio with Slimothy McVeigh and Assassino. R.I.P. Fetty Man. We took his job from him. We got our executive producer over here, Mr. Protege.
Yeah, I cut the checks.
That last check bounced on me.
The last one didn't make it to the bank.
You were the light bill.
Man.
I think what I have coming, I still have an EP with me and with Pro.
Are we still doing that mixtape that we were talking about doing?
Which one, the free admission or
admission? Whatever you want.
Okay, we want to call that.
Whatever you want to do. I just want DJ.
I still want
to DJ.
I just think for right now, like I don't see like.
So you guys are kind of like getting this under wraps first, and then you'll worry about career stuff.
Yeah. I think what we got going on, man, is
great exposure.
It's fun though too, man, and it's for everybody else. It's for y'all. You know what I mean? Like, of course, we just get to chill.
I have fun with it. Like I like even like this. I did the interview with New Jack Swing, and then just sitting in on this, which I didn't even intend on. He was like, "Hey, we're gonna do this. Do you mind going?" And I was like, "Yeah, hell yeah."
I haven't seen you in a while, and we're neighbors.
Yeah,
but everybody's busy. Like everybody's busy.
He's always fishing, you know.
But I just listening to it, like it's funny to me. Like it's funny to me. Like I really enjoy it. It makes me laugh. Like and then like I don't intend to be on every episode, but people it's always like now they're stashed. Stuck it.
But I met you. I met them through you. You know. So it's like,
it's just.
We all.
Well, I think what it is that there's a lot of people that I have connected with that they have also connected with. And it's just because I'm attached to so many people just through the years and just working with people, and I like to I like to help people and you know and so and really dude and all these people we all live in a way together.
Yeah. We are the city. Like, this is Austin.
I think especially with
more on the Austin, like the community, more like the DJ we were talking earlier. Everything's so close knit.
Yeah, everybody
can actually do that.
Yeah, and for a lot of, I think in my case, I feel like a common denominator in a lot of the equation of Fetty and Slim and Austin and hip hop, and I think what it is that I'm a common denominator. Yeah. Even when I'm not listening. I'm trying to give Slim some pointers.
Yeah, he was telling me the other day.
We can do that, and
that's good.
I just things that I'm listening to, like, hey, we can pick it up and make it sound better by doing this.
Yeah, and that's kind of that's what I feel like I've tried to do throughout my career is just open up a door for somebody else.
And I think in your career too, in your career, you've always seemed more. People have always leaned towards you. Because you're more personable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You're more relatable.
I mean, we're all cool.
People know you. At the end of the day, this is your business. You know what I mean? Like,
that's good. Yeah.
But you don't approach everything in that business aspect where you don't take the fun. Everybody knows when they come and fuck with Abe, you're gonna have some fun.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have listen to some dope music. You know what I'm saying?
Abe don't pay for shit.
He's a funny guy.
He's a funny guy. Abe doesn't pay no
He's always got the
Abe is like,
around him as well.
Oh no, I can't pay y'all. No. You can totally DJ the set, but I'm not gonna give you any money.
He's like, oh dude, hey, come play an hour with me on Sunday. I'm gonna buy you a whiskey.
And bro's like, sure, I won't drink that whiskey.
Sure, I don't drink, but sure.
Wait, it's like, did I just DJ for free?
I don't even drink.
Basically, you DJ to have fun with me. You're welcome. It's fun when
you should be so lucky.
Hey, they get a bill. They get a bill.
Like, you played a set. You owe me $20, bro.
You're welcome.
You played a set here. That's a
you didn't sign a fucking release form.
He's like, hey, just take care of my tab. He gets the tabs like 3 fingers, like,
piling stuff on me.
Oh yeah, he's a giver. Look, he's a giver. He shares. Got Zeke here.
Yeah, I've got like 8 baby toys on me. He's working it.
He's cooking. He's actually cooking for you. Like,
helping right now. It's gonna be ready towards the end.
Apparently, he's making tomato soup. There's a tomato in there.
By the way, there's a Hernandez restaurant starting soon.
Oh, are you ready for this?
No,
I'm doing. I think my next venture is gonna be a taco truck. Ooh. But it's not gonna be a taco truck.
I wouldn't say
it's not gonna be a taco truck, but it's gonna be a.
I would say like.
It's not gonna be tacos.
Like a back
every day of the week.
Like a back business taco place, like a secret members only taco shack.
It's gonna be conchas and
members
tamales,
only
and
taco
that's it.
shack.
That's all we're making.
I think like
gourmet conchas.
Like if there was like a
the real cafe on the side.
Yeah, I mean we get you estrellas. You want numbers? Like I'll get you just like the straight up the fideo. But I'm gonna knock out something nice, and it's gonna be a palatable bowl. But I'm gonna use like pork belly and like things like make it hipsterish. So that way they. But you're gonna buy a bowl of menudo from me. I mean, not menudo, fideo. Like it's gonna cost you like $8. And how much does it cost to make?
That's like 8 bags of menudo.
Exactly.
That's like 8 bags of the.
How much does it cost to make a tamale? Probably like 20 cents. I mean, if you factor in whatever meat you bought and if you bought it on sale.
Okay, the pig head is what costs. They're taxes.
No, I don't use the head. I use the butt.
You get the roast.
Use the roast. Is pretty cheap.
Use the butt. Yeah,
more expensive.
Exactly. So you're doing pork all day.
Yeah, use that roast.
But then you gotta have the vegan and you gotta make the dessert one. So like you put them on like, hey, dude. I got swindled in Houston one time when I was DJing out there.
Sorry. Nerve.
I don't know. Like that's the best.
You got kids. He reads Dr. Seuss. Fuck off.
Hey man, I'm multi-cultured, I guess.
Multilingual.
So back to my swindle story. Thanks for the interrupt.
Thank you.
I'm trying to host the show here, bro. This is my show, and you're problem now.
Sorry.
You're next to our guest.
No, so like I was hungry.
We both got fired from the already.
You get the DJ hunger. Like you probably don't eat dinner, and you go to your gig, and like 2 a.m. you're starving because you're still awake.
Dude, that's the fight of the world.
It's the worst. It's the worst. Like you have to plan. Like as an old man now, like I meal prep.
So you want to be the one to pull up?
DJ, I meal prep.
You're gonna be that guy that pulls up.
Oh, I'm gonna hit you. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna be that dude. So like I went outside.
You got his Yeti cooler outside ready for tacos.
It's Arctic. You're looking at half the setup right here. Like this is the table. I'm gonna get a cloth and I'm gonna bust out like Taco Man used to hit us. Remember Taco Man?
Yeah.
He's still out.
Really?
Taco Man still hits everybody. His tacos are horrible. Like, they're so bad. I feel sorry for him.
But you buy them every time.
He gives you a guilt trip. He's like, I got to pay for this operation. I'm like, dude, you're selling tacos on a bike. Like, you should be really healthy right now. Selling tacos on a bike. That's a
You're getting cardio and paid. What are you doing?
Look at his overhead.
Should have been cured.
Look at his overhead. He has to like
air his
tires. You used to work at a bike
You
shop.
can do that for free a lot of places.
Air and inner tubes, that's it.
And you have to like you don't even put ice in the ice chest because it's a hot box. Like this guy is making tacos and putting them in.
How much did you sell the tacos for?
They're like $2.50, and they weren't even good. Like they were garbage.
And he like HEB tortilla.
And he didn't even give you salsa like in the in the little containers like they do at Taco Cabana.
Put it in a bag, Ziploc.
No. This guy had a canister, and like he would like, you want sauce? Open up your hand, and you put the. He's like, you want the hot or you want the red or the green? And he'd be like, it wasn't even like the taqueria ones, like you know how they do the jalapeno with the crema. Yeah. No, it was. Garbage.
It was straight like Tex-Mex.
He was hitting you so hard. He was $2.50. It was like, I got bacon and egg, and I got chicken and fajita. And he's like, but I'm all out of this, so I only got this. I'm like, well, I guess I have to get that.
Why would you even mention it if you don't have it?
I just buy these.
Because he mentioned his extensive menu.
Just get them.
He's like, I had these, but they're gone now.
He's like, yeah, I've got bacon and egg. I've got bean and cheese.
But he would come into the bar.
But I don't have the steak and I don't have the chicken.
So I'm gonna give you 2. Oh, you want 3? And then he would upsell you. He's like, oh, you want 3? I'm like, no, I just need 2. He's like, I'll sell you 3 for 5. I'm like, all right, then I'd get 3 for 5. And then I got swindled again.
Once again.
So anyways, I was in Houston, back to that other story. I went back to Houston. I was in Houston, I finished my gig, I was hungry, and there was some dudes selling tamales. So I went over there, I was like, I'll get like 3. I was on the way back from Houston to Austin. I was gonna drive, I was like, maybe I'll get a dozen, or half, I'll get half a dozen. So I'm like, contemplating on if I'm gonna get a dozen or a whole half or whatever.
I would ask if I got a
shoot.
I
was like, I'm gonna have some for the kids in the morning. They'll be happy.
You keep adding to the number you see, right?
Yeah. So I was like,
you got the dozen.
Do it from 3 to a half dozen.
He's like, so after I got the dozen,
that's the hunger gets you, and then you have a 2.5-hour drive home. So
you ate them all. Ate the whole dozen.
No, I didn't. But they were $20. Whoa! Got me for $20 for
they
were horrible. It was like only masa, like it was puro masa.
Shame on you, Houston.
This guy wasn't even Mexican.
That's where you fucked up.
That's on you. Houston, I'm so sorry.
But like he was like, I don't know.
Oh man.
Something else. He was like Middle Eastern, not Middle Eastern, but.
Oh, wouldn't surprise me in Houston.
He was suspect though.
No, but I thought he was Mexican. I thought he was Mexican.
Yet you still.
Even the halal guys, they're white.
The halal guys.
You know the halal brothers, like they have that's good. That's good eats right there.
Good eats and treats and.
We should do our own segment of like best DJ eats in the city and like post it on.
You talking about like Dos Hermanos?
No, dude, I'm talking like I'm talking like legit like right here. My spot, Placita.
Yeah.
Best torta in town.
No
lie. I'll take you there.
No, you haven't.
Torta Tuesday? I don't do Taco Tuesday.
We actually did start like a little segment where we'd ask like your top 3
Abe started something new.
places
Torta Tuesday.
where you can go eat.
I'm sorry, it's Torta Thursday because it's a torta.
Like your recommendations.
Now it's just getting technical.
Torta Thursday.
Okay, top 3
Thursday. Yeah, we got your one.
Top 3 spots in Austin where you eat.
What cuisine? Any cuisine?
Any cuisine. Just top 3. No, it's just top 3 general. Top 3 general. Yeah.
I got a new number
anybody
one right
listening,
now,
they want to go try to find like a hidden gem.
I want to say Slab Barbecue, but I've never actually eaten there. I feel so guilty. Like,
and I gave him a $50 gift card when he did it.
Bad off tonight, and I got it like a year later.
Because he never picked it up. I was like,
don't burn it, dude. It's yours. It's $1.83.
Well, I could have dropped it off to you. I lived down the street. I was like, hey, Abe, and he would just be like, I'll get it later. So I was trying to get it
because I knew I was never gonna eat like any time in the near
future. Maybe you'll get invited to the Southside one. I don't know.
I'm down for that. I want to actually go do things with this guy.
Well, I want to.
Oak Hill.
I'm talking about having DJs on Friday and Saturday night now.
I need a DJ gig, by the way.
There you go.
I need a Friday. I got fired this month.
He said, we need sponsorship.
Who did it?
We need sponsorship.
2017 has been rough for me.
Damn, dude, I got a new gig and a raise.
I got let go. You somehow muscled your way into a company. You're like, hey, guess what? I'm going to be an investor. He was like, what?
Who was coming up to let this guy in?
He's like, guess what? You got a partner, brother. He's like, what? I didn't sign up for this.
He's like, what?
Walked in,
but that's what Jay does. Like, Jay, see,
no, I gotta say it happened like that.
word of the day is gonna be swindle. I can swindle you into like come doing a DJ set with me for free, but like Pro like gets you to like go buy a scooter. Whoa! Scooter game.
Nice.
I got ran over, so it ended my career.
That went terribly wrong.
That was a brief venture. That was a brief.
It's a badass month and a half.
Do you still have those pictures? You still have those
Probably
pictures. They're
somewhere
probably on the ground.
Scooter game was fun, dude. Like, we were mobbing together.
I'm bringing mine back.
Because you're bringing it back?
Like, everything we purchased, like, right now.
Bro killed it, though.
DJ's
Literally killed it.
He killed it with the Jeep. Like,
dude, like, literally, I called up Abe one day.
You guys want to play with Jeeps? I'll show you how to play.
He buried the Jeep game, too.
No, dude. So one day I just called up Abe, and I was like, let's go on a ride, bro. Let's do the scooter game. So it was like me, Abe, Edgar J., and like one other person, and we all met at Abe's place in Dove, and so me and Edgar J met him in the Dove. We all hopped on scooters. Literally, we mobbed down Stastny Lane and Fiesta to get outside that We're mobbing 4 deep, hogging up a fucking lane. These things are puttering along, but it was fucking awesome.
I remember we rode around the neighborhood around your house. Yeah, there was 2 of them.
I got that thing for $500.
Good deal on it, man.
My neighbor was hurting for money.
That thing went.
My neighbor was hurting for money, and I was like, he's like, I'll sell it to you for $1,000, and I was like,
you swoop in.
Yeah, he's like, straight up, he was like, I'll give you for $1,000, and I was like, there's no way I'm gonna buy that for $1,000. I was like,
I don't feel comfortable. What's your line? I don't feel comfortable paying more than.
Yeah.
Then I should.
And then he dropped down to like 800, and I was like, bro, straight up, I'll give you $500.
Every time we
I'm sorry.
He's like, man, you can't give me more, and I was like, no, I don't need it. I don't need a scooter. I was like, but I'll give you $500.
The assistant co-host is back. What's up, guys? What are you guys talking about?
Yeah. How I got my scooter from my neighbor.
He's like, all right, we're back from commercial break.
We went and picked up that other one we flipped. Remember, we flipped a scooter.
The one out in like Kyle.
Yeah, we flipped a scooter. Pro's like, yo, like Pro and I, you know, everybody has like their times like when they hang out with each other, like, you know. We every few years we like rekindle like
we'll go through like a couple months straight.
No, we go through a couple years. It's been now.
And we'll just get together. We're always hanging out.
Long overdue.
Long overdue is what he's trying to say.
Yeah, so like he was like, this was Craigslist days. Like this wasn't even like offer up and.
I forget how much it was.
Did you find this in the classifieds or did you find it on Craigslist? It was Craigslist.
It was Craigslist. Right. You have to be quick on those things.
This is Craig before the app.
Pro had a Craigslist problem.
Yeah, he had an addiction.
Nah, for real, he had a Craigslist problem. Like we really tried like to wean him off a little bit.
I called up Abe about this fucking scooter. I was like, yo, it's like mine. I was like, so it was a it was blue.
Oh, that's right. He was trying to make me buy a scooter.
No, Pro would find something and text you and show it. You should get this. I was like, it's Taylor picked from Pro to you.
It was $600 though, and I was like,
trying to get that or what?
It was like
we flipped it for $850, right?
Yeah, it was like $600. I was like, yo, even if we don't keep it, we could just turn around and sell it.
He ate the deal for you and everything.
The dude's waiting for you to go pick it up and give him the money.
He's like, I think I need him extra 50 off.
So that ended up at my house. I was like, Pro, this is your scooter. He's like, nah, we keep it at your house, man. We're gonna flip it. So like I had it in my garage. My garage was kind of empty at the time, and I was like, I was the broker for the scooter. Like, swindled this guy into like a free DJ gig set, but I ended up being like his business partner, and I don't even get like. He's like, by the way, we're gonna go pick up this scooter. We're gonna use your truck. You got a truck, right? Okay. So
I was like, into a new lifestyle, and I was
like, where are you going? I'm like, I think I'm going to go buy a scooter with you. I don't know.
You made it into Pro Day.
It said, you already have one. I was like, I know, but this is a good deal. It's Craig's like, I'm selling her on what Pro was selling me.
Damn.
So this
Sorry, it's gotta be one of the dopest adventures ever.
This young lady, she comes and answers the Craigslist call, and like I'm in my garage like playing darts or something, waiting for this lady to show up. She's like the text messages are so random and weird. She's like, I'm waiting on my ride, and it ends up being her girlfriend. So like they pull up in a whip, and they take out the scooter. I'm like, man, I hope that because I had to charge it. Remember we had the battery was bad.
Yeah, the weak battery.
So you had to like hold that battery, and like so I was like in there the whole time making sure the thing was ready to go when she got there. She gets there, I'm like, please turn on, please turn on, please turn on.
Just so you can sell it.
It turns on. She hits the curb. She's like, all right, peace. She had a helmet with her. Like, she was going to buy it.
She rolled out.
We probably could have charged her like a G, and she would have bought it. I think
It was a
we flipped
good
it
deal.
for like $8.50. We made a little cheddar.
This is like a fun, like, the whole,
But this guy, like, he could totally open up. Protege is like the best used car salesman.
Yeah.
I bought my first car through him. He mediated
Hey, if this
regular deal.
didn't work out,
He was like, he's like, it's this much, but I'm gonna take my cut, so you gotta pay me this. I'm like,
oh my goodness.
And I did it years later with some turntables for him.
And then he'd send it to Ryan and like get Ryan to do the work for free, and he'd be like, oh, it's like three bills, and like you give him the money, and like he just did the work for free.
No, Ryan charges me.
Okay, don't lie, dude.
Don't lie.
Dude, I gotta pay Ryan for shit.
I had to have him fix the whip, and then the whip it
They'll pay
messed up.
cost at least.
And the presidential, they call it, I don't know what they call my car. I call it the Batmobile, but they call it like the JFK, and everybody has these weird names.
The Kennedy.
Yeah, everybody has like all these weird names for things that I own. I'm like, it's my stuff. Can I name it?
Can I? You know what? I don't like your daughter's name. I'm gonna call her Sue.
That's enough.
Sue, that's enough.
I think I didn't even nickname the layer. Like somebody else nicknamed this place for me. I was like, it's my. I built it. Well, I had somebody build it. I didn't build it. I'm like the worst carpenter ever. I'm the worst mechanic and carpenter ever. I have no life skills.
He's like four cousins and 2 cases of beer and a Saturday.
I got no skills.
One of my deals, like he called me last week, and he was like, he's kind of like pro. He's just like, hey, I'm gonna come paint your house, and you're gonna pay me. I'm like, wait, I didn't even know I have the money to pay you to paint my house. Like, he's like, oh, we're gonna hook you up real nice. He's like, we're gonna get this paint, and like we go to like Sherman-Williams. I'm like, no, let's go to Walmart. It's cheap. Like, let's get some Bear, or like let me go look at the Oops paint.
The Oops paint.
Dude, I'm so shiesty. Like, I think that's the only reason why like I can afford to be a full-time DJ is because I'm a penny pincher. Because we don't get paid a lot. Like, I mean, Pro gets paid a lot.
No, I don't get paid a lot.
Pro gets paid. Dude, if you ever need somebody to cover for you, I will shave my head and I will DJ on the bar.
I'll hand draw some
wherever.
on my chest.
Just let me DJ at Rain like one time a year, and like that'll be like my escrow. Like, you can pay.
That's your Christmas bonus.
Exactly. That's what I look forward to. Like at the end of the year, you're like holiday parties. That's our Christmas bonus. Like we gotta work. Like New Year's is kind of like our Christmas bonus because we get more money on New Year's as a DJ. It's not what I would like to get, but I think I might take off next year. By the way, these are random thoughts.
I go through the same thing.
They're coming out as they come in. They're coming out as they come in.
Every year I put a number in my head, and if I don't get that, I will not DJ New Year's Eve. I get it every year.
This guy has the balls to tell.
Yeah.
But I'm like, yo, I need $1,000, or I'm not.
And he tells the club, he's like, hey, you want me at New Year's? It's gonna cost you this much. And he'd be like, we already have a DJ. Yeah, but do you want me?
Do you want me? That's when you can open up for me.
No, yeah.
I can roll up about 7:30 maybe.
He's like, you know what? Instead of that, I'll pay him. You just give me his money.
You gotta have standards. Is all I'm gonna say. You gotta have standards.
Pro's a hustler.
And I'm looking for an excuse to take the fucking night off because I know people can be idiot drunks by midnight.
Because your wife's gonna be pissed off if you're not at home. Like you better be getting paid well.
Yeah,
you're gonna be able to me.
Well, yeah, because I'm just like, dude, I do not enjoy the drunk scene.
But
so when motherfuckers are acting an idiot, like that means it's gonna cost me more. You want me to show up an hour early? That's gonna cost more.
Go ahead.
And I look at all these things.
Can you be my manager, please?
Dude, and I put my foot down. If I don't get this much, I will not do it.
It's like the Rock
I'm okay
Nation
with taking the night off.
You guys didn't even know what kind of interview y'all were getting.
Yeah, exactly right.
We're just turn the camera off.
Bro is like the Rock Nation.
Turn this off.
Like,
we're gonna all of our ideas are going on their podcast, and everybody's gonna take our stuff.
Nothing wrong with it, but
we all part of this intellectual property as well.
Let them know that because the way I see it is, you have to put a value on yourself,
of course,
and your personal time, especially being a parent.
Building your brand is one of the major things that helps you in the DJ game.
Yeah, so what you do is you work on who you are and your quality of your product. Or if you're like some of the other yahoos, then you'll work on image and not the product. But what I think it is, once you develop like a self-worth and you can prove and provide the services that you're
perfect example
that you're giving, so at that point I know what I do and what I bring to the table.
Right.
This is how much I want. If you don't pay me, that's okay. because this other guy will, and I know.
No disrespect, it's a business.
It's nothing personal, but I know I'll get this over here. I have no problem going to, or even taking 2 weeks off. I would rather sit at home than lower my standards to do what I'm doing. It's only fair to me because I know how much fucking bars make.
Yeah, exactly. We know the numbers, and
and GMs love to brag about the sales.
Oh, they love to.
Yeah. And then you're like, yo, I need a $50 raise. Like, I've been here a while. I think, I need something. And he's like, man, I don't know if we can afford that. I'm like, you just told me you ranked 25,000 Saturday night.
Exactly.
So don't tell me you can't do it.
You think you would hit those numbers without a good DJ, bringing that crowd in and,
and it's not even so much that. It's a little bit of that, but you gotta play to their ego and what they want done, opposed to what the customers want. It's a fine line you gotta walk in. If you could do that dance and put yourself in a real business mind of making alcohol sales, a little bit of pleasing people, more so pleasing the owners and those personalities that actually spend the money and pay your check, then once you can do that dance and you can really balance it out, that's where you really become, or you have the opportunity to become successful. There's other elements that are involved, but if you could do that fucking dance,
you're only as strong as your weakest link.
You're going to be able to command and do more more of what you want for the amount.
Look at what Handlebar's done. Perfect example. They put a lot of thought and effort into what they were doing with the bar. Like, this is what we want to be. We want it different. We want to have this. Like, they're okay with, having the sing-alongs musically and having goofy mustache competition.
When I first got hired on there,
unique.
When I first got hired on there, right after the bar opens, like they heard me through a Red Bull event and they really liked me.
That battle that you won?
No, that was a later one. Okay. And it's a mustache comp, not a mustache battle. Mustache competition.
Damn. I was talking about your DJ battle that they heard you at.
No, not that one. No, I didn't win.
We'll pull out the trumpet real quick.
No, it was the first mustache competition. Right when they opened, they wanted to have a mustache competition.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I DJ'd it, but Red Bull ponied up.
Paid you to go do it.
Yeah, because Red Bull said we'd pay for the DJ.
Right.
And they were like, these are the guys you could pick from. Abe was on that list. Samson.
Oh, they didn't want that.
Samson knows me, and because we used to work in Barcelona
it's
together.
It's all about who you know.
And Samson was just like, protege, that's my motherfucker. And from then on, I DJ'd that, and then Brett and Willie, they were like,
we like
who's
this guy.
This kooky motherfucker? Because I went in and I was like, this is a mustache
dorky.
Right. So when I went in, I was like, it's a mustache competition. So I was playing like the most obnoxious, like gay rock songs you could play.
He was literally playing Queen.
Literally playing. And I was playing like Fat Bottom Girls. I wasn't playing like the party stuff. I was playing like the soulful, awkward, like you're drunk and you act a donkey.
Sing along.
And Fat Bottom Girls, we make the rockin' words. I was playing shit like that.
Coyote Ugly.
I played the Hulk Hogan theme song and mixed it, and I still do this today because I learned it there. See? I played the Hulk Hogan theme song, and it's I'm a real American, and I mixed in fucking
James Brown.
Not James Brown. I mixed in
American Boys.
We're American band. But it's not Bread.
Bread?
No, it's not Bread, but it's another rock group. So I went from I'm a real American to DJing with We're an American Band.
Did you play the
And I mixed it out seamlessly, looped it and scratched it. And I was doing shit like that there just to be goofy. So if you were a 90s kid and you fucking knew you watched WWF.
I still play like I still play a Reading Rainbow edit.
But yeah, so I was
that's what I'm known for.
It's playing some weird avant-garde shit that if you grew up in the 90s and when we're like a kid in any of that Ric Flair era, then and Smokey and the Bandit, like that's what I imagined the bar.
Yeah.
So that's why I played what I played in the beginning, and I had a conversation with them like, look, if you want me to do this, this is what I'm seeing. This is what I need to do here to be successful.
Yeah.
Because if I play what's on 6th Street, from day one I told them, if I play what's on 6th Street and try to imitate that, it isn't going to work. It isn't going to work. My opinion. And then it came down to brass tacks and all that, and we agreed on everything.
Right.
So.
Oh, they're just as goofy as us.
So when I started DJing there, that's what started to cultivate and mold that and make it accessible and acceptable to go there and get some weird shit. And you
I remember I was there
because
with you.
it was
and it's
like
palatable because that's what they told you was cool.
I got to see that.
And from day one, my game plan personally, Handlebar, was to play to that I didn't give a shit what customers said.
You totally you switched up your
You gonna let them tell you what to do?
Yeah, like
when you went to Handlebar, like
it was a whole new set for me because
you
it
were
wasn't
still rocking like boom bop, like you were like still playing hip hop at the top 40 club.
I would sprinkle in like a Beatnuts banger and stuff, but I was happy to do that. But I would do that just because it was me being me.
Yeah, exactly.
But when I went into there, I started playing like
it up.
I was able to give you Lenny Kravitz on a regular basis, and I love the fucking Lenny Kravitz 5 album. And I was playing like I wanna fly away.
Yeah.
That's 80 BPM. You can mix that with some hip hop shit all day.
Oh, I have that acapella. Like I play it
really
all the time. Yeah.
I gotta get that. I love that song,
buddy. I have a lot of acapellas, you know that. I thought I gave you my acapella collection already.
Nah, I've got a pretty extensive one too, but I don't think we've shared them.
Mine's rough.
Let's share ox.
There's a lot.
Let's share all the remixes.
Let's share acapellas.
Pass the ox.
Pass the ox,
fam.
But yeah, no, but there was a lot of fun I had at Handlebar too, man. Like that was really.
I would say it's
a great outlet for a DJ to like actually enjoy what they do.
And be creative at it.
Stupid ass.
I gotta come play a Sunday with you. I popped in and just hung out from time to time.
I gotta go play a Sunday at Rain.
I don't do Sundays at Rain anymore.
What's that?
I don't do Sundays at Rain anymore.
Oh, you don't do first aid?
No, I bowed out and I decided,
everybody had a bandage and they were done?
Yeah.
First aided them up?
Dude, it's like
there was no first aid needed anymore.
Like, you know what, I'm ready for a break. And so I just walked away from it. No, actually it's Elizabeth now, Kylo. Kylo. She's fucking an amazing DJ. New talent to our area.
Tell her to come on the show. Like that's what we're doing with the show at Dub. Like.
Okay, yeah, I just talked to her last night. Actually, we talk all the time. Like that's my chick.
Like what you got? With the Dub Academy? What's going on over there?
It's not with Dub Academy. It's just like a show that Diggy and Buck and I and Sean wanted to put together. Like I mean, much like what y'all are doing. Dub is the hub because it's like Diggy works there and you know, he sets up everything for us, and then Sean comes in with all the camera gear. Buck comes in with, you know, his stupid drum machine stuff. Oh my god, so annoying. No, it's dope. Like honestly, I decided I made out.
Everybody just
yeah, those guys are cool.
Those guys are cool.
No, but you know, shout out to Dub. Like I appreciate they're letting us use their space to host the show, and the show is basically shine a spotlight on talented DJs or artists or whatever it may be, just something that the Austin culture is. Like I'm trying to shine a light on that through this show, and at the same time help Buck like build his brand. And you know that kid's about to blow.
Oh yeah, dude.
He's about to blow. Like he's super talented.
So I gotta get with him early.
And
before it's too late.
Before it's too late,
Buck. You hear me? You hear me, Buck?
I like it. Like and that was the. It was kind of like what we started here with TSL, like, hey, let's cut together. Yeah. Let's show people that we're scratching together, I guess, because people want to know about stuff like that, DJ porn. And then it ended up turning into a movement, I guess. And then it kind of turned into this business, and that's what the weird part about TSL was. Like, it had to be a business. I was like, let's just make it this thing. Like, it doesn't have to be a business, you know? And so that's like why I kind of stepped down from it, because the potential was there, but like I'd rather raise my family than like work so hard on a business where it's like kind of unforgiving, because we were at first like that movement was banging. Like it was
I remember we watched it from the beginning.
It was a movement. It was a movement, and then for us to make it a movement, we had to spend money to like put on shows and events. So the way that this was all coming out of my pocket, like I was fronting up money to do a show, and then when we did the show, we would break even, and I just put the money back in my pocket. Like that's what the agreement was with me and Lottie. We're just like, hey, let's put on a show because people want it. Like the internet wants it, so let's facilitate it. This is what we want to do. Like we want to hang out. We can't all hang out in this little ass room. Yeah. So let's go do an event. Yeah. Let's put this on. And so that's kind of what we're doing with the Dub Academy show.
Oh, okay.
Picking up.
If it turns into a business, I'm leaving.
Yeah. You gotta find that balance.
No, yeah, for sure.
It's always fun, because if it comes to a point where it's not fun anymore, what's the point in doing it?
See, the way I kind of feel like is like
it's always a passion.
Yeah.
You know.
But
I definitely lean toward Dave too. Like I think like in that scenario, like it means more to me as a community than a business.
Exactly.
No,
like that was the thing
that's what people are going to remember. Like you want to instill that in your brain. Like when you ask me, like, what was your first DJ gig? Like, I remember where my first DJ gig was, because it was something, it wasn't sold to me. Like, it was it was something that you're passionate about, and you went and you did it, and you remember that, and it gets instilled in your brain.
Yeah.
This crazy little world that we live in, at the end of the day, you're going to go back into dirt.
Because in the dirt.
Are you going to be cremated, or are you going to be buried?
Cremated.
Cremated?
Yeah.
Why not, right? It's the way to go these days.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I don't...
why are you taking up real estate, bro? Why are you making somebody pay to put you in the ground? Oh, we talk about random things in this layer. Sorry, guys.
Cremation just makes sense.
It makes a lot of sense.
I don't know.
The Hindus were right.
The Hindus were right.
The Hindus got something right. What are you doing? You got
Top 3 local artists.
Local artists? All time ever?
Yeah, just...
Ever, all time. I mean, I'm going to say...
Is it all-time artist, you said?
Yeah, like local.
Local.
Like who you
Local?
With, yeah. Who you fucks with that you know for sure.
I'm going to say...
Sharing with us.
Top 3 artists local.
No order or anything, you know, just give me 3 artists off, you know what I'm saying, that you
Off the dome?
Off the
dome?
Off the dizzy.
Well, number uno is going to be my birthday, bro.
Oh.
This guy is a very talented MC, a lyricist. Like, you're very...
Is that the pot and confetti you talking about, or confetti, or Fetty Man?
Those guys.
Who are we talking about? Which one?
Asshole.
That's Fetty Juan.
Fetty Guapo. I call him Fetty Guapo.
It's Fetty Juan.
Fetty
Fetty Jose.
Thank you.
Mr. I dig up in your sister.
You're number one.
Mr. I don't play that whole
His
the
eyes are number one.
The
Mr. I don't play that whole shit himself.
His muscles are number one.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's very honored to be on that list.
Come on, dude. You're dope. I like the way you tell stories. Your delivery is always great. That's why I asked you to do the TSL OG, the voice of the TSL record.
Yeah. And that's why I did it. I was obliged to
I
do
mean,
it.
Willie was obviously booked. So
I wish Abe would have been my drop.
Willie Nelson was.
I wish Abe would have been my drop, because my actual drop that I scratch every night to this day was recorded in 06.
And it sounds exactly how I told him. I told him. No, I told Lottie. I was like, you realize we just gave Protege a drop that he already has, right?
That's the one I scratch every night while
and he did it like in the same tone that he did yours.
Everything.
And yours is dope. Like, I've always loved that drop.
We literally did that like 05, 06.
We did it in a song. And I was just like,
and he took it out. He stole it from me.
Because it was a drop.
It said Protege, hip hop on a high level. Let's go. So that was the whole drop.
It was just part of the recording, but eventually what I did is I sampled.
You just took out Protege.
So I sampled what I recorded for Fetty in the song we did, and I took the acapella and I chopped. I do have the full version where it says.
So he branded his name with help with. No, it is still. I mean,
it was our song.
I know.
Yeah, but
I sampled his vocals out of our song.
But you gotta understand, this was a time when.
This is Serrano, brand new.
Yeah, this is.
Everybody was geeking.
That's why I did it. It was such. I was like, I could. It dawned on me one day, like
I have drops now.
I was like,
radio DJ.
I can make anything and scratch it. Anything.
But we were synonymous.
This is like an 05, 06, and it was like mind blowing to me when it hit.
We were synonymous with each other. Like, you couldn't be like. I was there with him, so it feels like if you needed the drops, it was always Fetty got drops for you. Fetty got drops. Fetty got drops. Fetty got drops.
I told you to turn it into a.
Why is that?
We made some money off it. We got some commercials.
We can go on.
You made sure I got paid with a commercial or two at Barcelona.
$5 a pop.
We did radio commercials.
Yeah, I got see. He made sure you put bread in my pocket.
That
You know what I'm saying?
I told you radio.
I think I know I could.
It's easy, man.
Just commercial voiceovers.
But that aspect of it, like voiceovers. But this is like I like.
Let me know. I have a dude there.
Dude, he can play a bisexual midget voice instantly.
Do the fabulous.
Do the bi-midget voice. Do the bi-midget voice.
Abe's got.
See, there he did it. See.
Abe's got these.
He's precursoring this. He's gonna sell it.
Nah, Abe got the fabulous drop.
Oh, and then you gave Nick all the gay drops. I was like, you can't do that.
You can't do that. Y'all put me in a corner, man.
No, Nick.
I feel like I was set up.
He was like, look, you're gonna do this drop for me, Fetty, and I'm gonna get you a drink at the bar where I.
No, I wasn't nothing like that.
I know.
It was. He kept asking. I was like.
Because he heard mine.
And I was like, but that wasn't.
But that was from my freestyle thing.
But but that was actually an ad lib.
I told him, I was like,
that was an ad lib.
No, I told you
to pull it.
I told you to make everybody's DJ name like super queer, so I can make fun of them in the battle.
More cooler stock.
I still remember all giving them those drops. Yeah. So that's where Nick got the idea to do the Dick Nixon thing.
Yeah.
He's like, no more gay drops.
You know Four Colors Act?
No, well, we mocked him.
Oh.
Doing Ace when he went to Florida.
You know how I did everybody's drops in our battle? I did the same thing for their battle. And theirs were worse, like, because I got Fetty to do them all gay.
They always give me all the bullshit.
It was like, Mike 2600. It was like super clear. And so like,
and I did that for him. I'm like, you piece of shit.
No, I'm like, nobody's gonna know Fetty.
Do they know now? We're cutting it
behind him.
I told you to cut off the camera, Slim. Jeez Louise. God bless America. Yeah, you know. Sorry, I turned your interview into some weird tell-all.
You know how they all turn out anyway.
The book is coming out in February.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
All right, so we have one artist.
We got one.
Hey,
I'm sorry. Back to the artist.
Hey, but talk about book. Did anybody get the Bun B coloring book?
No,
you got it.
Dude, I'm trying to get on that level.
Yo, shout out to Demo because he showed up one day and he was just like,
you cheat.
He was like,
Houston friends.
Yeah. Or did I get it off Amazon?
You
Because you can get it online now.
You have Houston friends. That's cheating.
Yeah, I do.
Shout
out to Demo. That's my baby. Demo's my homie.
You put in work there. I remember when you were traveling to Houston on.
I'll do it almost every week. Almost every week.
Well, he's a cracker nut, so he kind of has you.
He has a place to stay.
Yeah. He's got
food he can eat.
He's got a nice.
He's got somewhere to spend.
Cool scratch DJs he can
and he can bring his ego with him. They encourage that he brings it with him.
He loves it.
Yeah, they're like,
they think every Austin DJ's like this. Do they?
Yeah. Nah, Baby J and
I don't know, when they come here, they're quite disappointed.
Yeah, they always do. Shout out to them, man. You get them on here too, dude.
I cut my teeth.
Good people, everybody over there.
I think I cut my teeth in Houston, like, with Pimps. Like, with all those guys.
Johnny J.
Yeah.
Anybody watch
like,
that Instagram
who
video?
used to be a cracker nut as well.
Yeah, exactly. They're all related.
Yeah, Johnny J was one of the original.
Man, they got it all figured out.
Yeah, they did the original Cracker Nut radio show.
Exactly.
Where it all started.
And the story that I know about it was they were heavy in the clubs, like Jay and Clean Cut. They were heavy in the club scene, like they had a big following for all their shows.
Dude, Filipino people, they rolled.
Yeah, exactly. And so like they had the radio show. So like they realized we gotta stay with this radio show because that's how we build our following. I mean, it's like what 2D did, and you know all these DJs Corrupt and all those guys like built their legacy off of radio. And that's the way we were taught. Like that was the platform. Like
it was like the natural progression.
That like Stretch and Bobito, like the way that show came about.
Yeah.
You know the history of that.
Yeah.
That's a dope documentary.
Oh my God, yeah, I love that one. I watch it every time it comes on.
Watch that Sneakerheads?
Haven't seen that one yet.
No, I don't think I've seen
It's on Netflix.
Okay, I have to watch it.
We started watching that one.
And then Johnny I felt like Johnny realized, hey, like we can do the underground club scene, or I could like do the big club scenes and like do the bottle service stuff and like cater to this crowd because there's money, there's a market for that. So I feel like he took that and made it Booth Pimps because he's like, well, I have all these club gigs and you know Christian and them, they have their club gigs, but there's other club gigs over here.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get that.
I definitely see that.
And I think that's how like the two
doing.
groups went about.
Yeah, because
I'm sure it was mutual.
Cracking Us were doing like a lot of the early Washington stuff that was like.
Aren't you guys like Zulu Nation?
Huh?
Aren't y'all like affiliated with like Zulu or something like?
I'm not.
I've seen like I've seen like nods like I think I've heard.
I mean,
stories.
they're pretty well respected for sure as a crew.
Like Zulu members go to their parties. Like when the Cracking Us throw a party, you'll get OGs there.
Yeah, like
when I throw a party, nobody shows up. Remember those DJ battles? It was a bunch of DJs.
Like it was they live in a major urban city when Austin isn't.
We're definitely a smaller market.
And so the hip hop scene in Austin is way smaller than it is in Houston.
Very compact.
You know, and so like they were able to set a brand and set a presence and a precedence in what they do and what they stand for.
Yeah.
And they were doing like the Boondocks and the smaller like kind of dive bar like true school type sets.
Exactly.
When Johnny was definitely like kind of stepped away and started concentrating on we're partying Saturday night like with bottles.
Commercial. Yeah, commercial. I mean,
and there's nothing wrong with that.
There's a market for everything.
It's just a matter of style and what you kind of relate to and what you like to do ultimately.
Like Too Short said, get in where you fit in.
Yeah. Hey, Fetty, what you reading?
He doesn't even read.
I'm reading.
It's a picture book.
It's Texas picture book.
It's a picture book. I was looking at Bun B's book online.
You checked it through emojis.
Oh, yeah, I told you he was coloring on a coloring book on his phone. Shout out to technology.
There was no words on there.
He's texting only with emojis.
Shout out to technology.
Shout out to technology.
Technologic.
All right, so where are we at?
So I already gave you the top three. I just kind of slid them in. It was Stevie Ray Vaughan and Gary Clark Jr.
Yeah,
nice.
you know, I used to get really drunk with Gary. He's a funny guy.
He's a funny kid.
He's
We get really drunk together at Barcelona.
He's he's on it, like crushing.
Yeah.
I learned about Gary Clark Jr. because I didn't go to high school with him. Like I think Sid went to high school with him.
I used to.
They went to Austin High.
16.
Did you go to Austin High? You went Crockett.
I went to Crockett.
Yeah, it's Crockett. So I went to Johnston.
Shout out to the Rams.
The Rams.
Eastside Pride.
Man, I got bussed over there. I was like, I don't want to go to Johnston. I want to go to Travis. Like, I want to be a rebel. I don't want to be a Ram. I want to be a rebel. So, anyways, I had long story short. The bus, like, there's a bus line, and like that side of my neighborhood, that side of the Dove goes to Travis, and this side of the Dove went to Johnston.
It's like some of Metropolis went to Del Valley and some
exactly.
Yeah.
They had to split up. The lines were there. Yeah. Whatever. Shout out to the city of Austin.
Yeah.
Stupid. I hate dude. What's wrong with our city? Like, what happened to Austin? Why did we Dallas our Austin, bro?
Why did we California our Austin, bro?
Californicated our Austin.
You know, and if I say anything about that, typically people are like, oh, he's just hating. Why you hating? I'm just like, because I'm from here and I know what it was like.
We're all born and raised here.
Like, there's a lot of things that I don't don't like about Austin now.
And Dan's Hamburgers and Peter Piper wasn't even around.
Like there's a lot of things that I still love about Austin.
Dang it! I hated when they built when they built Ben White larger. They got rid of my shortstop.
I love old Dirty Dan's. Like, and now you have to get
even the airport one got
Dan's making money now, dog.
I know, but
like I used to love the old funky Dan's. Like, and I think the airport was the oldest.
The airport's the only one. Like I try to take my homie came into town. Ellis Dynamics came into town he came to do the radio show and like hang out a few days because everybody likes to hang out in Austin apparently. Like all of our cool friends, like their friends that live out of state, they love Austin. Austin's a great city for them.
Yeah, Dynamics comes out quite a bit actually.
We miss it because we know what it used to be. That's what's crazy.
Yeah.
Like
it pisses me. It kind of like people,
one of our friends got stabbed on 12th Street and survived.
But
he didn't get stabbed in the street. He got stabbed in his condo on 12th
on the east side.
Okay, one is
I'm gonna
say this.
I guess the east side is
No names. No,
one is messed up. But then the bigger question that kind of popped up in my head is,
it's still east
he's
side.
a bar owner. Okay, so
no, that dude's not an owner.
Okay, well,
he's a manager or something like that.
Okay. So my first inclination was, okay, so this is personal. He knew where you lived.
Oh, of course. It was pretty.
And so my mind is like in going in circles. I'm like, what would make this guy want to stab him?
Drugs. He was on drugs. The guy was on drugs.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
but
he knows you. He obviously he's been to your place before, and he wanted to stab you. Why though?
What did that guy?
Why would he want to stab you? What's the story behind it?
So don't want to go to that extreme.
Putting his feet on the
What is Rick James infamous for saying? And it wasn't like any lyric of his song. Like the only reason why people know the relevance of Rick James today, not like
Chappelle Show.
Yeah, but kids, Chappelle Show.
Yeah.
So shout out to Dave Chappelle. Man, we're just doing like shout out.
Yeah, you know,
I'm gonna stop shouting people out.
Paid off this, man.
No, but
this is the money episode.
The guy was on drugs, obviously. He was
there's got to be a bigger. I think there's a bigger story.
Yeah, I want to know what.
If I was on drugs, I would not go to your house and try and stab you with a gun sword because you have a lot of guns.
Well,
you have an arsenal.
You're gonna get fucking shot. Fuck the bullshit. You're getting fucking shot.
So remember when The Walking Dead was like a thing? Is it still a thing?
Yeah.
I've never even seen an episode.
I gave up.
Oh yeah, after the second season, forget about it.
First you gotta deal with the dogs. If they don't get you.
So remember when everybody was like zombie apocalypse, it could really happen. I was like, this could never happen, guys. This is not. It's dumb. So anyways, I think somebody asked me a question like, what would you do? What would you do? Like, if it was doomsday. If it was doomsday. I was like, you know what I would do? I'd call my primo and I would go to Pro's house because he has a lot of guns. Dude, that's what I would do.
The fuck I would do.
So if apocalypse comes, nobody go to Pro.
Me and mine.
I'm going to
Dibs on Pro.
Primo's way. You gotta take care of me that way.
I got a lot of ammo stored up. I got
6 kids, dog.
Like, we're gonna be good.
Hey, between our family and your family, we got a lot of guns.
We got a
can point. We got all your windows covered, man. I got 4 kids.
We got an army. Bro, I bring an army.
I bring an arsenal. You have the arsenal. I have the trigger finger.
I got a lot of ammo stored up.
Let's go shoot. Hey, we need to go shoot.
I haven't shot.
I got a gun for a birthday gift from my wife.
Really?
Like a couple years ago, she purchased me a gun. She's like, I don't like it when you go DJ downtown and you have all this stuff on you. something could happen to you. I was like, I've been doing this for like 20 years. Nothing happens to me when I go to work. Like, I'm in my element. I stay in my lane. Yeah. You know, we know what to do. We know where to go.
I know the conversations to avoid that would lead to that situation. I've been around it.
You don't talk to bums. Rule number one. Like, the only bums you talk to are like the dudes that you grew up with. Like, because
don't waste time arguing with
there's still bums out there on the street to this day, like, that used to help us carry our crates.
Oh man.
And like, you know, their family, like, you know, the service industry.
They've been around a long time.
Exactly, they've been around a long time. Like, I gave old boy, the one that still hangs out, the big tall negro.
Yeah.
I gave him one of the hoodies. I was like, hey man, stay warm, because you know he's out there. Yeah. I can't give him money. He's always asking me for money. I'm like, bro, I gotta take this home.
You're not giving him money, bro. You're buying him around, fool. You're hooking him up. You're buying him a 6-pack.
Oh, but they're not letting him in the bar. He's a bum.
No, but I'm not saying. But like, he'll go to a corner store later the next day and buy him a 6-pack.
So this is one of my bucket lists. I have 2 things on my bucket list, like before I die. There's 2. No, there's a lot, but I'll just put the 2 funny ones. I want to own an ice cream truck and pimp it out like Big Perm did. That's what I want, an ice cream truck like that.
Like neighborhood
shit. Baller ice cream truck. I'll rock this.
Just going slow through the neighborhood.
I'll put on teas in there too.
I'm gonna sell weed in it. Isn't that what Big Perm did?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna sell marijuana.
He was trapping.
Shout out to the marijuana movement.
You're gonna call one of your DJ buddies to.
I know there's a bunch of like box trucks for sale right now.
Will Texas be a weed legal state in the next few years?
I honestly think Texas is gonna be one of the last. They're gonna be one of the last.
Are they recreational? Are they recreational?
No, from what I understand, there's a medical license in Texas, but it's extremely hard to get the medical license. Like,
Doctor said I need to back you out of me.
Like, as big as Austin is, almost 1 million people in Austin. It's like 800,000, I think. There's probably 2 people that actually have it.
But
it's really hard to get one here.
It's Republican AF.
As I say, it's gonna be one of the last ones.
Rick Perry's pushing for it. He's Republican, and he's very influential.
Candles.
Are you talking? Do you like fireworks?
I love fireworks.
And I lit up fireworks in that DJ battle. Remember that? The sparklers.
Yeah.
So this is where I got the sparklers. These sparklers are since 2012.
There's a Republican that's actually pushing for it, and I think that he sees we could buy a weed farm and make money on this.
You know who should run? You know who should run for mayor?
Whatever gets.
You know who should run for mayor?
Alex Jones.
Protege.
Of Texas, the state of Texas.
No, that's
he
the governor.
Pull off.
That's the governor.
Oh, okay.
The mayor.
Oh, City of Austin. Yeah, mayor. I'm sorry. Yeah, my politics. You know, I wasn't paying attention in class. I was getting tacos.
That's about where you lose me is on the state level.
But this guy is the what was his new job? Department of Resource Renewable Energy. Rick Perry is the director of renewable energy, says Donald Trump. He's going to be he's going to head up.
He's moving up to
going to the White House.
National level.
Rick Perry, adios mofos. Like, he's leaving Texas and going. I have a Rick Perry drop in my DJ thing. It says adios mofos.
No, it doesn't.
Wow.
Oh, that's great.
I'll pull up the soundbite.
So he's
that's
out of
crazy.
here.
Like
was he still
We're in on that one.
He was just like a year or 2 off, and now he's fucking going up to the national level.
So this
is going up to the big leagues.
This is the
and I think they get paid guaranteed $300,000 a year.
So everybody was baffled why Trump became president.
But it's politics, huh?
It's because the Republicans they had enough. Like, the Republicans, they hate Obama. Hated like everything that Obama did, he did for the poor people, essentially. You know, he did for the low income, for the working class. That's what Obama's legacy will be. Like, he was trying to be that guy. He was trying to be like Julio Cesar Chavez, like, you know, rise up the people. Wasn't his like catchphrase like "Yes we can"? Or he stole like Julio Cesar Chavez's like promo. Si se puede. What was his tagline? Obama.
Change.
Yeah. There you go.
Was it change?
Something like that.
To believe in, I think it was.
Bro, that was like the illest president. He had Shepard Fairey like do his thing. Like, he brought street art to the White House.
He had Jay at the
Or did Shepard Fairey just rip that?
I don't know.
Did Shepard Fairey rip the image, or did the Obama campaign pay Shepard Fairey?
I'm pretty sure they probably paid him.
Did you see
because it became an official thing. So I don't think they would have ripped it.
It was a hope or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they would have ripped it.
That was the second campaign, right? I'm sorry. I thought
I just remember the first one. The other one was
So who are your favorite MCs?
Oh, the Rick Perry drop.
Yeah, Adios Mofo.
Adios, mofo.
Who are you talking to?
Any of y'all? I don't have any
Local? Are we going local?
No,
or just in
like
general?
in the rap world.
In the rap world.
Okay, stop. Let's not do rap. Let's do guilty pleasures. Who's your top 3 favorite artists? Not rappers, not lyricists. I mean, I'm talking like.
I like a lot of 80s.
Is it Criss Cross?
No, I like a lot of 80s pop.
I'm talking about Criss Cross because I'm talking about.
Snap's gotta be one for me.
Snap?
Yeah, that's
Guilty
good.
pleasure?
Alice DJ. I always have to. I
Those
always
days
like
were
to hear
cool.
Alice DJ.
Yeah.
When I go
Those
out.
days were
That
cool.
Bob Marley,
Marley all day.
house remix.
Marley all day.
What was that
Funk
one?
Deluxe.
What was the
I
one?
have all those. I have all that.
Sunshine.
Vinyl. Yeah.
Yeah, like.
That was when ATV was popping.
Yep.
I'm gonna
That's
be,
exactly
I
that.
have a real guilty. Carole King.
Damn.
The Tapestry album.
I should have played
There's
that.
a Rhythm of the Night.
The Tapestry album. So Far Away.
Oh, the
Way Over
Barge?
Yonder.
No, Rhythm of the Night.
DeBarge. Oh, DeBarge.
Yeah, the
Rhythm of the
Dancer.
Dancer?
Yeah, Rhythm of the Dancer. There we
Oh,
go.
Dude,
yeah.
all the 90s stuff.
Snap.
All the
There you
90s
go.
stuff was ahead of its time.
The
Like,
Oh yeah, that sound is just so.
Yep.
Like that was house. Like before, it was house, man. Pon dum pon dum pon dum pon dum pon dum. Sweet dreams.
Yeah.
That's like house music before was house.
Yeah.
Black Box was probably my.
Yeah, dude, I did that Black Box remix. So I got it on iTunes.
And I gotta say some like
Yeah,
rock,
80s
like some
and
80s,
90s
some 80s
pop,
punk.
Listen to this. Listen to this.
This is Rick Perry.
This is the acapella, okay? But it's like a dubapella. I miss dubapellas. What happened to dubapellas? Why don't these hipsters come out with dubapellas? Like, bring back, if you're gonna like totally rip everything that happened in the new wave movement, this is acapella. But it's a dub. This is a record. She's saying something. She's not saying, yeah. Listen to these keys.
You gotta hear my remix.
Listen to this.
Yeah, you gotta hear my remix. You'll like it a lot because I got stuff like that in it.
I might have it. You haven't sent me music in a while.
I want to hear that drop.
It's been out
What's up
on
with the
iTunes.
Dropbox? What's up with the Dropbox?
Oh, I didn't know I was supposed to put stuff in there.
Hit me.
I do shit all the time.
Send me your edit. Send me your edit. I want to be like Protege.
Well, it's because like after getting
That should be your
kicked
campaign.
after getting kicked out of SoundCloud because of remix and copyright
yeah.
issue. Dude, there was like one remix I was sitting on close to 100,000 plays and something like 40,000 downloads.
So SoundCloud.
And I got kicked off for copyright shit, and everything I had on there, all my trackable records, all got thrown away, and it pissed me off. And I haven't uploaded stuff
I couldn't find it.
since
It's in
then.
the green.
I haven't uploaded remixes since then.
Dang. Look, this is what you have a phone for, dude. Google Rick Perry, Adios Mofo. Still we?
See what's it.
This is why you have a phone.
Is this that thing called an iPhone?
So did you hear about this thing that my buddy, Boy Genius, Ruben? He's from Texas. He's from like Laredo or something. So he lives in Chicago. Really dope DJ. I don't know if you've heard about his Timbuktu days. Remember Timbuktu? Chicago DJ, like really legit, like paved the way in Chicago. Yeah, he recently passed away.
Yeah.
He had like cancer, something like that. And so Boy Genius, like I guess he like passed the torch to him for this Tuesday night that he does. So this kid is doing an airplane mode party. So the party's free. It comes up like once a month, and your entry is to put your phone on airplane mode.
Nice.
And like actually be there for the party.
Interact
and
with
not
everybody
be on
there.
your flipping phone.
So what happens if somebody pulls
while
out
you're
their
at
phone
work.
and what happens if somebody pulls out their phone?
So if somebody pulls out their phone during the set, like while they're there for the night, they say this. Hold on.
Adios, mofo.
They kick you out. Did you hear that?
Adios, mofo.
That was the Rick Perry drop I was trying to find for you. Did you like how I mixed my story with my...
So they actually use your drop?
I'm always DJing, bro. I'm always DJing.
They use your drop to do their party in Chicago?
No. I was just saying, like, that was a dope idea. Like,
okay.
Like, I'm so scared.
It would have to be on like a handlebar level, I think, to be successful, to where you could play whatever the fuck you want and just have a good time.
But this, like, I don't think you could do it. You couldn't pull it off a handlebar.
No?
You have to have the right people with like the right mind frame to go into a party and say, I'm going, like, much like you do New Jack Swing. Like, okay, when you go to a New Jack Swing party, is everybody on their phone? Is everybody, like, snapping and doing all that stuff? No, they're enjoying the music. Like, you have the right people going to your parties. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And if you didn't have
there's
your
a place for everything. Like, when you DJ on, like, a Friday or Saturday night,
it wouldn't work.
They could give two flips about what who the DJ is,
yeah,
right? Like, you're there to collect your check, and they're there to hear their hits, right?
Absolutely.
But, like, on a vinyl night at Sunday, Handlebar, you're going to come out because you're going to chop it up with me, and you're going to hear records.
Yeah.
And you're not going to be, like, bad and bougie. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a great idea.
That is dope.
I like that.
Every time you go somewhere, everybody's just always
you're
there, you know. And
exactly.
We could be talking right now, and you know.
We all did it to each other. Like, we all checked our phone. Yeah. You know, it's what. Dude, I remember when I used to text message people and they would get pissed off. Like when I had this is after my numeric pager and things like that. This was probably like 2000.
So we had to hit.
I was texting, I would
times.
I would text somebody because I didn't want to call somebody like while I'm DJing or at work. I know they're at work. I know they're busy. They're not gonna answer my phone call. Someone texts them like, hey, you want to go grab lunch or send me your records in at the store. Come through, and they'd be like, don't text me. That cost me 5 cents right there. Remember? When you get charged for text messaging. And I'd be like,
per text.
They're like, call me.
Sucks.
This is like Singular Wireless days. This is like Singular. Remember Singular?
Yeah.
You're like, the first minute's free. Talk make it fast. Hurry up.
I owed them and then it transferred over to AT&T. Talk away AT&T.
Oh, that's right.
AT&T bought them out.
Remember
I thought they were gonna lose me in the mix, but they didn't.
The little orange fucking block thing that they had.
Because the state Singular bought AT&T, but then they went and changed the name back to AT&T because it was a more national, recognizable brand.
So, getting out of this into us getting on with our days as well, is there any shout-outs or any shit mentions?
I think I shouted out everybody in the entire world throughout this whole
Is there any shout-outs you want to take back?
Nope. Can't remember any of them.
Yo, shout out QD and the Sausage Fingers.
Oh, that's right.
We need to get Randy on here, man.
Get that.
I don't want people to think I'm
we need to get him on here now because of
the thick neck he got.
That's one of the things, but he just recently beat down two guys when he was sitting at the.
Randy's always beating up somebody.
The bank he was trying to get.
Randy?
Trying to deposit like a check and.
He got into
two guys were throwing like
rocks.
Yeah, two guys were like throwing rocks at his car. So
Randy has a lot of rage. Randy's he's a happy guy, but he's an angry guy. He's a big guy
and everybody wants to try him for some reason.
Things bother him. Things
bother that guy. No, I definitely want to go. I don't know one thing. If Pro can co-sign the Suck It Pro thing, because we know we always fuck with him, like. I mean, I don't think it'd be too much.
I'm going to make a sticker say that's called Suck It Pro and just distribute it.
Yeah, bumper stickers, bro.
We need to start hitting these campaigns really hard.
But I'm just want to let know people, like, anyone can get it, especially if you're the homies in the crew, everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just come fuck around and tell some stories and chill.
I like stories.
Story time.
I love stories.
Do you keep them in a book?
I mean, I keep them on the dome.
Actually, there is a book here.
Are they in a book?
Yeah. That's my Reading Rainbow.
But no, dude, I think this is actually pretty dope. I've been waiting to get you on here, so this isn't going to be like your only appearance on the show. Just like this is the first appearance of him on the show.
I mean, I don't know if you know
Pro was supposed to clock in, but he didn't.
I don't even know if you know this, but you actually don't own your show anymore.
I've taken a piece of it.
My show. I'll see you guys next Tuesday.
All right.
So,
I've already incorporated.
You want to plug, Fetty?
I mean, is there anything
it was fun while it lasted. It was fun while it lasted.
Hey,
the Assassin's taking over for Fetty Roosevelt.
Shout out to the jump off, Fetty.
Slim and T McVeigh, DJ Protege, and we're out.
Fabulous.
You're a douche.
CRMC.